Hi guys, Steffi here and welcome back to the channel. Today is number 7 of my Inspired By series, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial by the lovely Linda Parker. Linda Parker, wow, honestly, her crafts are so elegant, so honestly they are just so beautiful. I could never ever get my projects to look as elegant and as beautiful as what Linda's is. She makes the most beautiful things. I will leave the link in the description bar below. I have got a prototype because it's my second time doing this video, and this is the one that I made, and it's using the Alice in Wonderland papers by Echo Park. I'll show you them in a second. And it opens up like that, and inside I've just got a small Yankee candle. It would fit loads of different things in here. It would fit candles, sweets, jewellery would be nice. It would be really nice to make one for Mother's Day as well. But I made quite a few mistakes on this first video, so I wasn't happy with it, so I've decided to do it again. There was more mistakes in it than normal. So yeah, so we're going to get started. So for the main box, we're going to need a piece of paper that measures 11.5 by 8.25. So pop it in your scoreboard on the 11.5 inch side, and we're going to score it at 2 3/4, 5.5, 8.25, and at 11. And then rotate it this way, and then you're going to do some scoring again. So again, it is at 2 3/4, 5.5, and at 7.5. So then put it back to your original side, and you will have the 1/2 inch flap on this side, and then you're going to have 3/4 of an inch here on the top. So we're just going to fold that over, making sure that the other tab is on this side, and then you could bring in your pencil, or you could use your score tool, and at 1 3/8 you just want to make a mark, and then again at 6 7/8. Okay, so let's bring me mat in, make it easier. So then all you want to do, this is going to be really hard to see because of the paper I've chose. I only had a few pieces of this paper left, so yeah. So obviously we've got our, trying to get my head in, we've got our first score mark there in the middle, and then what you want to do is just line that up with the corner of that box, and then just score down, and then again from that top point to that corner of that box, and then do the same on this side. Just score it and then score it down again. So now we're just going to fold on all of our score lines. We're not going to use our bone folder. Linda Parker's on her tutorial, she said she doesn't, so yeah, I did it on my last video and it creased really nice. So then just fold over on those score lines, just like that. Now I don't know which side's going to be easy for you to see, to be honest. Right, so now we're going to do a little bit of cutting away. So holding it with this 1/2 inch flap at this side, what we want to do is we want to cut up all of these score lines, and then we want to take away this bottom section here. Okay, this is going to be the bottom of our box. Let's just cut straight up on those score lines. You can do this before you burnish it if you want, if it's easier for you. This is so quick and easy to do. I mean, obviously I know I said I'm doing this again because I did make a mistake. I made loads of mistakes on the first video, stuff I'd forgotten to do, and then trying to do when the box was assembled. What I'd forgotten to do was burnish these score lines, and I didn't click on until I was putting it together, and I was really struggling. So yeah, you didn't need to say that. But yeah, these are really nice and quick and easy to do as well. And if you've got like I've still got loads of Stampin' Up paper off years ago, now I didn't use. I've got a big box of it, and this is a really nice way of using up some of them, or using up, like, these are the last couple of sheets of me Alice in Wonderland paper, and yeah, I'm really pleased. Right, so now we're going to flip this on this side. So the bits that we've just cut are down here, and what we're going to do on this 3/4 of an inch strip here, we're going to cut past the first score line. I'm going to cut past the second one, cut all the way along, just making sure where it's at. And then we just want to snip that away here. Okay, so just lay that flat. So we've took that piece away there, and then what we want to do is take away this section here. This paper is really hard to see on. I've got to second guess myself, and then just cut that away. Like that. Might be a bit, but it's a bit busy on the back as well. So yeah, so next what we're going to do is on this tab here, we're going to round the corners. I'm just using my corner chomper because it's what I've got to hand. So yeah, really hope you just go out and check Linda's things out. Honestly, she's so, I just love her crafting, I really do. So once we've cut it, I'm just going to cut away a little wedge on the top of that tab as well. And then what we're going to do, we're going to remember, or I'm going to remember this time, you want to come in where them score lines are, and you just want to burnish them just like that. Okay, so bring them in on themselves, and then you've got this one here going down the corner. This just makes it so much easier than on my previous video. So yeah, I could kick myself when I've done it. As you can tell, I don't really make a lot of boxes and stuff like that, but I do enjoy people's tutorials because they're just some really good crafters out there. Absolutely amazing. Right, so we've done that now, so make sure you do that. And then all we're going to do is we're going to put some tape along this tab here. Just like that. How's the weather where you all are? Is that snow like us? We had quite a bit of snow actually, which makes a change because normally here in the northeast, I think it's because we're not far from the sea. The salt air sort of stops us from getting too much, but we have had a fair bit. This is starting to clear up now, which is good because me and snow are not a very good combo. Right, so all I've done there is I've just took off that release and paper and just attached it. So that there is going to be the back of our box. And then what's going to happen, I don't say I didn't score that one as well, I'm sure I scored that piece, is that's going to close up and that's going to go in there like that. So we've got the back of the box here, so we're going to put that piece in first. This one here is the front, so we're going to glue that one down last. And then just get me glue. I haven't had it stood upside down, so it take me a while. So all we're going to do, I've got enough fingers here, is just pop some glue on the side, one of the side flaps. You could use tape if you wanted, just for quickness I'm using my glue. And then just bring that over. Like that, and then we want to do this other side. Honestly, you could make loads of these in no time at all. And if you've got A4 paper, you don't have to use your 12x12. If you've got A4 paper and it's non-directional, you could probably get away with making these too. Yeah, and then last one, just going to apply some more glue. And then we're just going to bring that over, just like that. Okay, then what I like to do is just go in with my ruler and just make sure that's all pressed down. So this is the moment of truth for me. And just slip this tab in there. Yay! It is working. Sometimes if it's a bit too you might just need to trim off a little bit from the edge. Depends on how close to the score line you actually cut. There we go, that fits in a lot better. So that is the majority of our box done. Next, what she'd done is she got 2 pieces, well, she used card, and these measure 2 3/4 by 2 5/8, and all I've used is my pink and shears, or a nice fancy edge, a nice border punch you could use along there. It has to be on the 2 5/8 inch side. So these are just going to attach onto here. So I'm just going to pop the glue on the roof directly, just like that. And then just stick that on. Make sure it's as straight as you can get it. And then again on this side, obviously you can't go right up to the top because you've got that, leave that bit there where your tab goes into, so make sure you don't put glue over that piece. And then just stick that bit on as well. And that is our box. So like in this one where you've got the candle, your candle, this is the small Yankee candle, it fits in there absolutely beautifully. And the more you open and close these boxes, the easier the roof will close as well. But I just think they're absolutely adorable. So I've got some, I'm just going to use the same blue ribbon as what I used on the previous one that I made. So I think it's like an Alice blue, isn't it? Hopefully I've left myself enough. I'm just going to tie it off centre. What's happening with my bow? I think that's the best I'm going to be able to get, to be honest. I'm not going to mess about with it too much. I'm just going to trim off them tails. This is just for decoration anyway. And then I've got this topper. It did have a nice fancy edge, but it would have been too big. So all I've done is I've put it on card and I've cut round it and then rounded the corners. Added some dimensionals there to the back. Let's tear it off. That one needs coming off as well. And then all I'm going to do is just pop that on there. Let's put the top back on my glue before it dries up. And there we go. This is the carton style gift box inspired by Linda Parker. So we have the 2 different ones there. And I just think they look absolutely beautiful. So don't forget guys, the link to Linda's tutorial will be in the description bar below. I hope you're all having a fab day and stay safe and take care. See you next week. Bye.